place in the community where people could enjoy sport happened to be rugby union, but could enjoy sport, but also it could add to their lives in some way.
Belief in themselves, belief in their teammates, so that they will try things. That, they're not getting rid of that fear, isn't it? To go out and express themselves, and I think, as we've talked about, that's a great life skill as well.
So this is much more than playing sport. This is about being part of a community and a whole community and sharing experiences.
If we keep that sense of why we did it, the results, the good teams, the good players, the professionals, they'll just happen.
So myself, Steve Riley and Chris Jackson resurrected the Minis and Juniors back in 1998 on a cold, wet winter's day, a bit like it is today. 5 kids turned up. I said, okay, well, we've given it a go, we'll perhaps try again in the future. And Steve and Chris, to their credit, said, no, we'll just keep on going. We'll get 6 next week, 7 the week after, and we'll just build it up from there. Of course, the whole thing snowballed from there, and here we are 15 years on with the first of those Minis and Juniors now appearing in the senior sides.
From a small sort of team base to in excess of 200-300, when I say kids, aged from 7 or 8 up to 19, 20, all playing now on a Sunday now, which is fabulous.
We've worked very hard to put the right infrastructure in place from a coaching perspective, to get the right people involved, to get the right parents, to get the right schools, to get all the rest of it. If you build very early and you get them from the age of 4 and you coach them correctly, we're not doing this to win. We're doing this for the right reasons.
I think that is one of the great things about rugby union, is that there really is something for everybody in that, whether you're big, small, quick, not so quick, there's always a role for you. And of course you come down and it's amazing how people's skills do develop. And again, how boys change over the years. The guy who was the little guy in the under-8s becomes the big guy in the under-12s, and vice versa.
I think what we'd encouraged, and we've encouraged all the teams throughout, is go out, have a bit of fun. Don't be afraid if you make mistakes.
We had a good team, didn't we? We had a lot of good players in it, and we all seemed to gel together well. We did quite well.
I think we were unbeaten for a good 4 years.
You've been beating each other up on the pitch, and you come off the pitch and you're all buying each other a pint after the game, opposition, and everyone's mates, and then when we play each other again next time, we start again. It's just a great game.
We established a link with Thorncross Open Prison, and we played a prison versus the club game at Christmas. One lad was a particularly good rugby player, but his discipline in the prison was just hopeless. And the prison warders used that as leverage. Of the 9 lads that have been through the programme here, not one has reoffended, and every single one of them is still playing rugby.
It's a great game on the field, and you learn a lot there, but it's a great game off the field as well. You learn a lot about friendship, camaraderie.
Football, played till I was about 14. You turn up in your kit and boots, play the game, shake hands and go home. Well, rugby is big social game.
And we used to just concentrate just on the execution of the pass or the technique of the tackle, getting your feet in the right place, and they was all very committed. So you knew you had a couple of good people in there, a couple of good kids coming through that either Sale picked up or Warrington picked up, St Helens picked up, and where they went to. But I think this season, the pleasing factor for me is that some of them kids have now made their debut at first team level in probably the highest division the club have played in.
The first team finally won the league, and I walked back from the first team pitch behind me towards the changing room, and there was enormous joy around the place. The second team had also won the league. Lots of junior teams had done well that season, and the icing on the cake was the first team winning, and winning is style. And I watched the team come back, and it contained a number of boys that had come through the mini and junior system, one of which, as I said, had come from the very beginning, and I thought, we've done it.
And we're not all about growing players just to play first team rugby. We want them to play at any level of rugby that they want to. Some people we know will want to play at the highest level, some will just want a social game and a shower and a few beers afterwards. And that's what we're all about, incorporating every single level. We're not exclusive, we're not for the elite, we're for everybody.
It just gets you have friends for life through rugby, and you're always together.
We have a lot of friends down here. Everyone knows everyone throughout the ages. You know people in the first team, you know people down in other ages younger than you. Sort of like a big family, everyone knows everyone.
rugby's got three things. It's about the skill development for the kids, it's about getting the family involved, then it helps grow the social side, and that helps build the third thing, which is as a community. And I like to think what we've now got here is a community on which we can build.
Winning the league was very special, but to do it in the way we did as well, with that, with only losing one game throughout the whole season, was incredible, to be honest. I mean, every week we had great support from the crowds every week. I mean, you just knew every time you got up on a Saturday morning, you were just thinking, yeah, this is fantastic, this is something special, and we are going to go out and we are going to win this league.
What we have got is a good batch of young kids coming through. Coaches from the younger age groups really want the skill sessions to be put on and put it into practice, and I've seen the development in the 3 months that have been doing it, and they're the future of the club to come through. Ideally you would want them to push on to go and play higher than ourselves and get paid for it, which is great prestige for the club, and then when they've finished they can put something back in and come back finishing their careers off here with their mates and where they all started. That's where the future is, and Warrington is solely now becoming a club that people are looking at, both in rugby league, rugby union, and getting talked about before. It's not the little old Warrington. Warrington is a threat to teams, and they know the development what we've got here, so that's the encouraging side for myself.
One mum, whose father coaches as well, said to me just in passing, what's great about this place is I come here and my kids feel safe and I feel safe and they have a great time, and that's fantastic because we all look after each other. And I thought, my God, that's it.